Hi my lovelies, today I just want to do a chatty video. I want to talk about the truth about being a vocal coach here on YouTube. So if you want to hear my thoughts about everything that I've been doing and everything that I want to be doing and the difficulties and the thoughts that are going through my head, you can stay tuned. Okay, those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Freya Casey. I'm a professional singer and vocal coach. I live in Germany. I lived in the States for several years. That's why I don't have a very strong German accent. And those of you who are returning subscribers, it is really cool that you're here today. I want to have a heart-to-heart. Being a vocal coach here on YouTube it really has its challenges. It's a lot of fun. I have been enjoying my journey so much. When I started this about, 5 years ago, maybe a little bit more than 5 years ago, seriously, I actually started out thinking, what if there were singers out there who just look for information and I have an approach that they can relate to? Because I know for myself, from my own experience, not every voice teacher worked really well for me. There were some that I just didn't click with, or their language, the way they worded things, I just couldn't really understand what they were trying to teach me, or in some level it didn't feel right. So I know from experience that finding someone that you find approachable, where you can connect, singing is very personal of course, and someone that uses a language that you can understand, especially when it comes to singing terms and all these things, like about singing technique. It needs to be someone where you feel like, yes, I'm getting the most out of it. And that's why I know even here on YouTube, you may have to shop around a little bit, because there are some people you may connect to and some people you don't really connect to. And it's like that with any videos out there. So I thought there is probably a space for me, even though there are so many people on YouTube who teach vocal technique. I thought there is a place for me. And I also thought I actually have been doing this in a practical way. I'm not a self-taught. I was self-taught until I entered college. I was always a pretty good singer, actually a really good singer compared to everyone else around me. I just intuitively knew how to do it. I was raised in a musical family, and so I was always very musical. I played instruments before I started singing, but I actually started college and I became a professional opera singer. I took vocal pedagogy and I started teaching early on because I enjoyed it. I always enjoyed teaching, not just voice. I was always a teacher. I loved teaching kids and others, just whatever I knew. And I had this thing, and others told me I was really good at explaining things. Even my daughter always tells me now, when my teacher explained it, I didn't understand. And when you explained it, I totally understood it right away. So I thought maybe I have this gift of explaining, and I also have the knowledge and the background of having, been to college, and I have a Bachelor of Music in, vocal performance. I have been, or I was, a professional opera singer. I had several lead roles that I sang in the US and Italy and in Germany, until I of course quit. That's another story. That was my decision. That was just not my life that I wanted to live, and I wanted to be more free. So I became just a freelancer. Yeah, that was the best decision of my life. And I have sung on cruise ships all over the world. I have sung with bands and in churches, oratorio. I was always the soloist. And I have all this experience, from singing opera to singing jazz and pop and musical theater. I was the director of a musical theater company for several years. I was actually the founder. I created it, and this company to this day is a very successful company. I just took myself out of it at some point, and I found someone who would take over because I was a mom, and then with my daughter, she was about 3, I think, when I quit. It was just too much on me. I just could not, because it takes hours and hours and hours of rehearsals later at night, and I took her with me, and I just knew that it's not good for my family if I keep doing this. It was just too much of a load. It was such a passion of mine. But, just all my background, I thought it would be really cool to share my knowledge, because there are vocal coaches on YouTube for every niche. And I come from this background of knowing both classical and popular music and musical theater. So I thought there probably are people out there who would like to connect with me because they also like to be versatile. Versatility was always my thing, and there have been people in the past who have told me, like in the music industry, I have been doing a lot of studio recordings and just work. They pay me to sing in the studio and to record, and some things were in the club charts and things, but that wasn't my own music. I was always just the studio artist. But having all this experience, I thought it would be really cool to share. Yeah, I thought there probably are more people out there that don't think, well, you only have to do one thing. And I know I've been told many times, well, you only can do one thing. It's absolutely not true. There are so many singers out there. I mean, even Sting, he does more than one thing. He's very versatile. And I think you become more honest when you actually do what you want to do. And so I've been thinking about this a lot here on YouTube. What have I been doing? I've tried all kinds of things. And of course, yes, I want to get views and I want people to subscribe to my channel, but this hasn't been my main focus. At times I thought, well, I just really have to grow. But then on the other hand, I've been thinking about what kind of videos could I make that make my channels grow? And of course, what is the #1 video that a vocal coach can make to grow quickly? Oh, well, reaction videos, right? So I did try reaction videos, but it didn't feel authentic to me. Sometimes I watched videos and I thought, I want to say so much, but reaction videos, people get upset at me if I stop the recording and talk too much. But then on the other hand, I'm a vocal coach by heart, at heart, however you call it. But I am such a vocal coach, and when I watch a singer, I have so many thoughts. And so I want to comment for those who are truly interested in singing. And that's what I want my channel to be about. I want it to be for singers. I don't just want it to be for people who just want to see a reaction for, about their favorite artist, and then they're upset at me when I say even the slightest negative thing. So I thought about it, and I've decided I'm just gonna continue, or I'm even more so on my channel gonna do versatility and all the things that are me, because that's true. It's what I am. That's what I'm passionate about. I am passionate about opera and classical singing. I am passionate about musical theater singing. I am passionate about popular music. I am passionate about jazz, and it changes from time to time depending on what I do. I'm also passionate about listening to other singers and being excited about when they're awesome, but at the same time also knowing how are they doing the thing that they are, and I would love to share with you, if you are interested in what is that artist doing, it sounds amazing, to explain to you this is what they're doing on a technical level so that you can kind of also train your ear to hear, did they transition? Are they in a mix now? Is it more head voice? Is it tilted already? What kind of vocal fry are they using? Are they doing a sliding onset? Are they doing a direct onset? How are they ending the pitch? Is there a tapering off? How is their support? How did they just now breathe? Was there expansion? What are they doing the placement? Is it more of a brighter tone, or is it a darker cover tone? What is the larynx doing? And so I want to help you to listen for all those things so that you can analyze it yourself one day. So all my reactions that I'm going to do from here on out are not going to be reactions, and I've actually started doing this. They're going to be analyses, and I'm going to call it that. And I don't care if whoever is not a singer and doesn't want to know about the technique, they can go to other channels. There's tons of vocal coaches who react, who, don't say maybe that much about the technique. They just kind of skim the surface and talk about this was awesome. But I want to get more in depth, and I just want to do what I enjoy. I want to comment on those singers that I'm interested in, but I certainly want to just listen to all of you. And that's the most important thing. I want to connect with you guys more, and I want to listen to you more. There are lots of comments coming in, and so there's no way I can always get to them all, but I really want to connect more. So below this video, please comment, what is it that you want the most? What did you always want in a video, but I couldn't find it on YouTube maybe? Maybe another take, maybe another perspective. And You know, if it's something that I feel I vibe with, I'll totally make it. And I just wanted to say there's this discrepancy sometimes here on YouTube of, you know, you want to be successful, and I make a full-time living. This is what I do. YouTube is one part of the equation, and then my masterclass and my courses that I have are another part of the equation. I still have gigs and I still have some students every once in a while, but I basically quit everything else so I can focus fully on my community here and my masterclass. That is my first priority. And I just wanted to bring value to you, but I also want what I do to be fun for me. It's always been fun, but sometimes I was thinking, well, people really search for these videos like how to sing higher and how to belt. And that's why, you know, I just kept making videos about that. But sometimes I thought, how many more videos can I make about this topic? And so I want to go more in depth, and my video titles might not be searchable. So if you talk about how to transition in the secondo passaggio as a tenor, or, you know, like I want to do more warm-ups that are focusing on a very specific thing that you do. For example, vocal warm-up with a focus on the laryngeal tilt. And so those are very deep things, but those are extremely important things. And I want you to understand, but I also want to give you like all the exercises so you can do it in a practical way. And so taking the risk of some videos not to be very searchable, but very, very important. And that's always what I've tried to do. I try to cover topics that I think are important, and it shocks me sometimes how some of those topics that are so important don't get the clicks, like, you know, this video like how to sing higher. And it's just crazy, because why is still everyone on board when it says, well, how to sing higher? Because it's like, well, that is the cool thing to do. Or how to sing whistle register, because it's so cool. But why are so few people on board when it comes down to the nitty-gritty? That is actually, these things are the prerequisites to be able to sing higher, or to sing whistle register, or to sing with more power. So these are all important topics. And me being a singer through and through, and having all this experience in my past of singing all these genres professionally. And, you know, I have done stuff in so many situations. I have sung between icebergs in the Arctic. I have sung in Antarctica, outside in a church where Sir Ernest Shackleton already celebrated Christmas, and we celebrated Christmas, and I sang in front of a small audience there. That is historic. I have sung in weird places. I've sung in Vienna in the Konzerthaus that was all the way filled. And having all this experience, I want to share with you my knowledge about all the things that are relevant when you sing, and all the things that can go through your mind, because the mind piece is also very important. And I want to make more videos also about your mind as a singer. It is so important, because sometimes just what we tell ourselves, that narrative that we tell ourselves, it has a huge effect. Even the way our posture is. When we're not confident, our posture suffers, and then we don't have good support. So it triggers all these things that are not going to be in place as well as they could be if our mindset was the right mindset. Sorry, this was a chatty video. Not sorry though, because I just want to be honest, I want to be myself, and I just want to connect with you, and I want to give value. I mean, it would be a waste of time for me to make videos and they wouldn't be valuable to someone. I want my videos to make a difference in your life, singing wise, and also I want you to feel like there's someone that you can connect with who understands what you're going through. So please let me know in the comments all your struggles, and if you have any ideas for videos. I do want to make some German diction videos, and maybe because I'm German, so I'm the perfect person to talk about it. I do know pretty good Italian diction also. I've sung many Italian operas, but there is someone on this on YouTube who is awesome at this. I'll put the link below. I can't remember right now his name, Mario something. But he has awesome videos about Italian diction, very helpful, and I want to be helpful for German diction also. And as soon as my pianist gets back, my best friend and pianist gets back from his cruises, he has been doing this for many years, and that's all he does nowadays. He's a pianist on cruise ships. I was on cruise ships with him sometimes, but I have no idea when he's coming back. He's gone most of the time, and whenever he gets back, sometimes he's just like, oh, I just want to rest. But I am trying to get him to record some more videos with me so we can do more how to sing some of the classical repertoire. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Give the video a thumbs up if you also want just to be real, authentic, and true, and you want to connect with me and me being real, authentic, and true. Have a most wonderful day. Always keep on singing and always keep a song in your heart.
I must be strong.